Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my review on the new Kayali Smoky Oud fragrance, and this is the 5th fragrance in the Oudgasm collection. And I did have this beautiful PR package sent to me that included the 50 ml bottle along with the wood burning chips. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so I did do a first impressions. Hey guys, so we are going to open and try out the new Kayali Smoky Oud together. I literally just got this an hour ago and I'm on my lunch break. Before I open it, I'm gonna predict that this isn't going to be my kind of scent because I really didn't like tobacco oud, but I did enjoy the other 3. But because this is smoky oud, I feel like it's gonna lean closer to tobacco oud. But then I took a peek at the notes, which I left over there. Let me go grab them.
Few moments later.
Then when I looked at the notes and saw that there was some coffee.
That is not correct.
Could this be for me? I don't know. So here we are. We are gonna try this on camera. Okay. This reminds me of something from back in the day. Okay, it's not bad. I don't know that I get oud. It's kind of musky, fresh. I don't really get coffee because I did see a coffee note. It's kind of earthy. Definitely one that if I had gotten the mini, I don't know that I would have gotten a larger bottle of. It's not a bad scent, just not my kind of scent. Let's see. The notes on this are rum, saffron, geranium, cedarwood, patchouli, and oud. So yeah, that's where the earthiness is coming from. I don't get rum or saffron just yet. I do get the geranium. I'm getting rose, and geranium can come off a little like an earthy, rosy scent. They don't list musk, but right away I got something kind of musky, earthy. I got the geranium, which is coming off a little bit like a powdery rose. I'm picking up an earthiness that's coming from the patchouli. I don't quite get oud just yet. And there is something slightly, I don't know if I would say smoky, maybe more spicy. That's probably coming from the saffron. There's someone at my front door. I'm almost at the end of my lunch break. I will say that now that the scent has settled, it changed quite a bit actually. This scent is reminding me a lot without smelling like it. I want to emphasize this because I can already see people who adore the scent I'm going to mention, especially people who don't like Kayali, saying no. But this is giving me slight Gris Dior vibes. Hear me out. The geranium in here is coming off very rosy. There is something aromatic. There's something kind of green. Whenever I describe Gris Dior, I would always say that it's kind of a rainy day fragrance. This one's the same. It reminds me of a rose bush with the stems, everything just coming out of the ground, and after it rains, that's the scent of Gris Dior. And this is giving me a similar vibe. There is something a little bit more woody about this scent. I'm still not getting the oud. I wonder if when that comes through, that's what's gonna make this one almost feel a little bit more like Middle Eastern Gris Dior, but I'm getting that. I don't really get rum. It peeked through and I don't get it anymore. There is something spicy about the scent, which is the saffron. It's still lingering there. It's not too strong. This doesn't smell anything like what I thought it was gonna smell. I didn't really look into this. I usually watch Mona's video. I hadn't watched it. I didn't even know I was getting this. This isn't like what I thought, because then when I opened up this pamphlet, I didn't look at the actual notes. I looked at this right here where it talks about the collection. So I thought it was gonna have vanilla, coffee, rose, and I'm like, ooh, this sounds very interesting. So at first I thought it was gonna be like tobacco oud, and then when I opened this pamphlet, I thought it was gonna be like maybe along the lines of like those kind of rosy coffee scents that Montal and Mancera have made, like those kind of fragrances. And then when I finally looked at the notes after opening it up on camera, I was like, okay, this is going to be something completely different. So this has taken me a little bit for a loop in these just first 30 minutes. So when I initially got this fragrance, I got the patchouli right away. I got a muskiness, even though they didn't list musk, and I got rose. Even though they don't list rose, it's coming from the geranium. It reminded me of fragrances like Gridior and Juliet Has a Gun, Lady Vengeance. That's what I was initially getting. So then I took a shower and I wore the scent to bed. When I woke up, I sprayed the fragrance again to kind of refresh. Even though when I woke up, I could still smell it. And when I sprayed it, right away I got the rum on the second day. So now when I spray this fragrance, I get the rum, and the rum in here is the same rum that I get in Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. So I'm starting to wonder if that kind of medicinal that I got from this, which I thought was coming from the patchouli, because some patchouli can come off like that to my nose, is actually the rum, because it's almost identical but softer. It's not as loud in this scent as it is in Vanilla Royale. So when this scent opens up, I get the rum right away, which I'm not crazy about. I get the saffron. It's this warm, spicy opening, and I get, in the background, I get the geranium, I get an earthiness that's coming from the patchouli, and I get a very strong white musk. Now I'm starting to get the oud in this fragrance, but it's very light. It's not as strong as it is in tobacco oud. That's the one that I felt like it was the strongest, but regardless, none of the oud in any of the fragrances so far have come off too loud or too barnyard to my nose, because oud can sometimes come off that way. And here it's soft like it is in Vanilla Oud, but I'm not sure if that's because I'm picking up on the patchouli and the musk more. There is a woodiness. It's like the cedar wood and the oud kind of combined, but it's not super oudy to my nose just yet. The vibe of this fragrance is intense, sensual, and luxurious. The fragrance family is earthy and woody. I would almost add an earthy, woody, floral fragrance, because even though it's just geranium and jasmine, this scent is floral to my nose. Top notes are rum, saffron. Middle notes are cistus, geranium, jasmine. Base notes are patchouli, cedarwood, guaiac wood, vanilla, white musk, and oud. Kind of want to know what cistus is. Let's look that up. So it looks like maybe it's another kind of floral, and it's warm, woody, deep, herbaceous, and lemony. That could also be where that kind of light citrus touch that I got initially, which is now being overpowered by the rum, was coming from. So yeah, the rum sticks around for a good 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I spray the fragrance. I noticed that when I spray it on my clothes, the rum sticks around just a little bit longer. So this is one that I think if I had purchased the mini right away, I wouldn't have gotten the larger bottle. And now looking, I see that there aren't samples or minis available, so this isn't one that I would have blind bought, simply because of the notes. And I probably would have waited to see this in fragrance groups and see if anybody was decanting it. But I was fortunate enough to receive a bottle. I enjoy this one again in the deep dry down, and I enjoy layering with it, but it's not one I would have sought out a larger bottle the way I did with Cafe Oud. I got sent a mini of Cafe Oud, and I went through my mini and I purchased another mini, and I purchased this 50 ml. So performance on this fragrance is pretty intense. This fragrance lasts till the next day every time I've tried it. It's intense but not heavy. Like I would say Vanilla Royale is intense and it's got a little bit of a heaviness. The rum sticks around, the patchouli is a little bit heavier in that one. This one's intense in that it projects. It's one that when I was testing it out the first day I got it, I was filming, someone came to the door, I went to the door, I went back to my room, and I left a trail coming through my room into my beauty room. So it's one that is one of the more intense fragrances. I do think it's gonna get more intense with time, kind of like Vanilla Royale did, but again, it's just not heavy. This one is more intense in that you leave a really nice scent trail and you kind of create this nice scent bubble. I did layer this fragrance with other fragrances and it worked out better that way for me. This one layers really nicely with Vanilla Oud. It kind of smooths out the rum that I'm just not crazy about. Also, I don't know which combo it is, but I sprayed this last night after my shower, and then I sprayed Cafe Oud down the right and Rose Oud down the left, and this scent amplified both of those fragrances because the intensity on those are a little bit less. And then in the morning, I kept getting a very soft oud bouquet. And I don't know if it's all of it mixed together. And even though I put nose to skin, it was more like the scent around me. So I'm gonna have to play with each one on its own and then maybe mix them all together, because I did like that it was kind of a lighter, muskier kind of oud bouquet that somehow I created by mixing the fragrances together. I also layered this with vanilla 28 since I don't have a larger bottle of vanilla oud. And while I liked it, I love this one with vanilla oud. So I'm waiting for a sale so I can pick that one up. I think if you love kind of woody, earthy fragrances and you want kind of a Middle Eastern twist to it with that warm, spicy rum and saffron, you're really gonna enjoy Smoky Oud. But it's one that is not blind buy safe. I see this going in two directions. If you guys have watched me, you know that I am more for the masses. I like Eden Juicy Apple, I like Sparkling Lychee, I like Deja Vu White Flower. This is not for the masses, but I do not think this collection is for the masses. I do think that this is more niche. This is definitely for your oud lover. This is going to target a smaller demographic. This isn't going to be for everyone. This is going to be for people who like this type of fragrance. So that is my review on the new Kayali Smoky Oud. Is this a fragrance you're planning on picking up, or are you just gonna pass it all together? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.